Got you.
You're loved by so many people.
All right, hopping in. Everybody on the count of three, just take a deep breath. Shout out to Keith and Dex. Yesterday was absolutely incredible, and I'm so grateful. $588 raised for Poetry for Family. Thank you all for all of your love and support every time.
Yes.
On the count of three, we're just going to take a deep breath. I want the resonation of all the great things that you have heard and experienced tonight to stay with you until the next time we meet.
Right.
And then we can just exhale any tricklings of bullshit you might have kept for whatever reason. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath in. And slowly exhale. Getting naked initially should be exciting. Not this quickness to grab a cover or a sheet or a robe or a blanket or the pillow to hide beneath you the crevices that you didn't think someone already noticed through your clothing in the first place.
Right.
Or even allowing yourself to accept that they laid with you in the instance of knowing that the notion that you would ever be able to expose them to were more than the crevices between your skin, but more so the essence to be able to lock in to that mind frame. How eye contact becomes something so direct and you being exposed to me so vulnerable, so unapologetic, because something of a level of intimacy that you cannot get in 10 minutes in your bathroom or the dressing room at Dillard's. There is a beauty about being able to expose your skin to the bare necessities of a woman. Being able to lock eyes with strangers and realize that you have depicted the notions of realizing that no sea could part our ways, let alone the things that you have seen or been subjected to. How more or less you have been led by moralist tales and you allow yourself to prevail on limitations that those fake preachers have taught you, and think about how they can take the words and twist them into a conundrum of hyperboles and synonyms and make you think that everything that you have been told has been something to make you feel that you are not good enough. I remember sitting in a church listening to the old woman scream, "Please God," as if she was begging him for something. I had to open my mind to realize she wasn't telling God to please give her anything. She was screaming to bellow through the galaxies before I could come to realize that in my eardrums I would always hear her tell me, "Please God." There's a beauty in being able to understand that words that are given to you are not to the degree of your own perception, but realizing that your perception is depicted on your own perspective. If you are too skewed by your own view, you lack the vision.
Yes.
And those 20/20 lenses ain't gonna do shit but make you feel like the shit stain lenses you've been wearing for the last 20 years is just enough to make you feel like your fears weren't good enough anyway.
Right.
Something enough to make you feel like you had to regain the strength to be able to stand past the pain, to go past the lanes that you had to realize those bumps when you fell asleep on the freeway was just to get you back on course anyway. Is it not beautiful how we allow ourselves to be held down so far that we think the bartender who was an hour late wasn't even so much graced by anything on the stage but the words he might hear tonight, because I promise you the last time I told you everything was going to be great. You have to realize that you cannot put on your uniform and still have the disdain on your face. There is a necessity to break the chain. To no longer complain about the chosen things that we put ourselves in, but realize that LJ saying it's the reason why you get on the stage and realize that all the love that comes from this community will give you all the fuel you need to get to that one.
Right.
There's a necessity that comes in a place that you realize you can't even complain because it's been a good day. And we have the privilege to say that we are 6 feet over the depths of what our graves have been painted, because we have all been subjected to the assumptions that we wouldn't make it past 18 in some sense. And some versions of somebody's fate, to realize that our own complacency became what we were allowing ourselves to be habituated by. Love and peace. Things that regardless of what's on your head or on your chest can read. We realize that there's not much difference in the walks of those with bald heads and those covered with hijabs. There's a beauty and being able to find that we are all connected with something so beautiful like art, like music. How Kevin Dupree brought this platform for you to use it, and it's so expected that we pay homage to the brethren that have allowed us to have this space. These stages, though they might be few and far between, you know you rely on having somebody come into your space. Those 15 seconds of hugging that we really don't have the time to waste, because at home we don't even get embraced. There's a loneliness that we have to face. Every time we can't even stare our own face in the mirror when we brush our teeth, don't want to let anybody see us spit the residue of our toothpaste out. It's like you don't want anybody to see you in the process of your beauty.
Right.
So I totally understand the need for you to grab a robe or a pillow, a sheet or a blanket to hide the roles that you thought you had to fill to make yourself feel full enough. Why? Why are you so hungry? Great love. Why is it that at the table you can only have enough sustenance but not enough substance to where your mind has been filled to a point that your Monday and your Friday gonna be a little less bumpy this week because you came and got what you needed? It's a beautiful thing how you realize that the pews ain't gonna do it no more. How the sermon ain't gonna do it. You ain't paying attention because if you're singing to the choir, it's no reason for you to stay and sing.
Yes.
But the essence of knowing that sometimes it's just the notion of touching somebody on their left shoulder and let them be reminded that I'm still with you. And when the tears drop from your cheeks, you realize that the meek is never to be misled. And more so the essence of somebody having the audacity to say that I'm shy. And the whole point of God telling you to come out and see a lot. To realize that your blood is no longer tainted. You don't have to worry about that 23 verse. Ain't nobody catch that shit and it hurt, but I did. And how you are no longer subjected to the stigma of worrying about what you have and what you don't, and if you're good enough to be loved, and even the essence of knowing what the Truth Project does, let alone AIDS Foundation Houston. Please get connected with everybody in the room. Be blessed for the next 28 days. Let the cramps not be overbearing. Let the hardships of your bills piling up not keep you from being able to glare into your beautiful brown eyes and realize that you are beautiful. And you are worthy of somebody celebrating past the roles that you might try to hid the sweat.
My God.
Let the powder and be direct. It's the process of trying to maintain your hygiene, let alone the crevices of your skin, because those tear ducts, they be crying.
Oh, yes,
But
yes.
somebody put something on them to make it stop burning, because those tears without some biting, let alone a turn of being just able to release, makes your eyes burn to a point that you feel that showing your emotions is something of a process that nobody wants to experience. But don't we enjoy the essence of being able to be unapologetic
Yes.
and being vulnerable?
Right.
Of standing in a room of strangers and telling you that I might not be where I'm going, but I promise you I've been some places and I've seen some faces. And it's a beautiful process to know that every life has been changed, and the essence of knowing that my ability to arrange words together so quickly and so pretty is nothing more than a gift, but your ability to take it all in is a requirement.
Right. Amen.